Bevor David Icke einer der führenden Verschwörungstheoretiker wurde, arbeitete er als Sportreporter für die BBC und als Pressesprecher für die Grüne Partei Englands. Nach eigenen Angaben begann er 1990 Stimmen zu hören.
I just felt this presence around me, like when I was in a room alone, there was someone else there. I remember sitting in the Kensington Hilton Hotel working for the BBC one night on the side of the bed, and I said to whatever, for God's sake, if there's something there, would you please contact me, because you're driving me up the wall.
Nach dem Besuch eines Mediums und einer spirituellen Reise nach Südamerika, trat er in einer beliebten Fernsehshow auf, um dort zu verkünden, dass er der Sohn Gottes sei und die Welt vor riesigen Katastrophen stünde, einer Apokalypse nicht unähnlich.
Let me get the story right. The press claim that you claim to be the Son of God. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
Yes, you see, the thing is that it's quite funny, really. You know, 2,000 years ago, had a guy called Jesus sat here and said these same things, you would still be laughing. It's really funny that we've not really moved on that much.
What about eruption? When may we expect tidal waves, eruptions, earthquakes?
Well, because of the nature of the way the Earth has been treated over a long period of time, a tremendous amount of energy has built up within the Earth that cannot get out. If it doesn't get out, bang. So this is going to be released in a controlled manner, as controlled as possible, through earthquakes, through volcanoes and such like. If they don't happen, this is not punishment. If they don't happen, there is no Earth.
Wir sehen hier, wie ein offensichtlich paranoider Schizophreniker, der von Stimmen verfolgt wird, seinen ersten großen Auftritt hat. Das Gequatsche vom Sohn Gottes und einem möglicherweise bevorstehenden Weltuntergang zielt nur auf Leute in der Gruppe R ab, die sich davon angezogen fühlen und bereit sind, ihm Glauben zu schenken. So bekommt man eine zwar kleine, aber fanatische Anhängerschaft, die man mit der Zeit in den Mainstream ausweiten kann. Es ist also eine Möglichkeit, um sich zu etablieren. In der Folge sprach Icke von formverändernden Reptilienwesen, einem allgemeinen Bewusstsein und anderer hochgradiger New Age-Esoterik.
What we call the Illuminati bloodlines are hybrids. They are human reptilian hybrids that were specifically bred by these reptilians. The whole foundation of vampires, the vampire stories, comes from these reptilian entities, I would suggest for this reason. They can come into our reality, which is vibrationally not totally compatible with them, therefore they can't stay too long before they get dismantled vibrationally and badly affected. But one way they can stay longer is by drinking human blood.
And from a great height, when creation looks down upon the earth and these crop symbols, they don't just see one field, they see all of them together. And they all make one message. And the message last year was, I need an influx of positive energy, created by love, basically. Otherwise, there is no planet.
And she started going into channel mode, and I tell you what, if people don't believe in shape-shifting, they should have been there. When this lady goes into this channel mode, a face changed, a voice changed, everything changed. And I'm new to this, I'm presenting the sport, and I'm like, bloody hell, what am I into here? This woman's just changed, like, unbelievable. And she starts channeling this information. And all these years later, nearly 20 years later, it absolutely stands the test of time. And this is what it said. The source gave the name Magnu, but it's just an energetic source of consciousness. I feel you are sensing now the energies coming in, the energies surrounding your planet.
In seinem neuesten Werk geht es um die Mondmatrix. Er behauptet, der Mond sei ein riesiges außerirdisches Raumschiff, in dem Reptilienwesen sitzen und die Menschheit beeinflussen.
I sat down to start writing that day, and the energy in the room changed. I thought, I know this, I recognize this. The energy in the room changed. There was a vibrational change. You could feel it. The atmosphere changed, is a simple way of putting it. I recognize this. And what I then got as this was happening is the basic first theme was the moon is not real. And so I thought, the moon's not real. So I put a few keywords into NetFind, not expecting to find a bloody thing. And within a minute, 2 minutes, I don't know, even less, I suppose, with the speed of Google and stuff, up came a book called Who Built the Moon by 2 researchers who've written other books.
Nachdem Icke also die Idee, dass der Mond nicht real sei, gechannelt hatte, fand er seine erste und wichtigste Quelle in diesem Buch. Der erstgenannte Autor ist Christopher Knight. Er schrieb unter anderem dieses von freimaurerischen Ideen nur so triefende Buch. Hiram Abiff ist eine zentrale Figur in vielen Freimaurerlegenden und Ritualen.
Who Built the Moon? I mean, you know, what a wonderful title for what I've just got here. The moon's not real. And I read it, I was sent for it, and I read it immediately. And then I rang the oracle, didn't I? So I rang Credo Mutwa, the Zulu shaman, the official historian for the Zulu nation. I said one simple sentence, Credo, can you tell me any Zulu legends about the moon? Oh yes, Mr. David, he said, we call the moon an egg. We say the moon is an egg. Why do they symbolize an egg? Because they say the moon was hollowed out. Was hollowed out by 2 brothers, reptilian brothers, called Umpanku and Wuani. And they were known as the Water Brothers in the Zulu legends. And they say that they hollowed out the moon and rolled it across the sky hundreds of generations ago. And when they brought it to the earth, it created great geological catastrophe. Basically, what it would do is destroy whatever was there before. And then they can build, as everything settles down, those within the moon can build their own new society. I'm absolutely certain that's what happened. I talk about something in the book which I call the moon matrix. And this moon matrix is a collective mind which is broadcast from the moon. And basically it is the collective mind of these reptilian entities. And I would suggest that the reptilian mentality has been transferred to the human collective mind, in a way I'll come to, through what I call the moon matrix.
Solch paranoider Unfug passt in das Bild, das viele esoterische New Ager verbreiten. David Icke hat aber noch weitere eindeutige Verbindungen zum New Age und sogar zum Okkultismus. Von 1997 bis 2008 war er mit Pamela Lee Richards verheiratet, die ebenfalls behauptet, formverändernde Reptilien und UFOs mit eigenen Augen gesehen zu haben. Dies ist ihr offizieller Blog, der nur so überquillt von esoterischem Geschwafel. Er beginnt mit folgendem Spruch. Dies ist Aleister Crowleys Definition von Magic, und zwar wortwörtlich. Etwas weiter unten auf der Seite springt uns dieses Foto von Pamela und ihrem Ex-Mann entgegen. Es steht außer Frage, dass David Icke viel Wahres in seinen Vorträgen anspricht. Gleichzeitig ist aber auch alles auf die typische New Age-Agenda vom erwachenden Bewusstsein ausgerichtet. Dazu kommt eine gehörige Portion schizophrene Paranoia, die sich in Spinnereien von höheren Dimensionen, UFOs, geisterhaften Stimmen und Ähnlichem manifestiert. Wir sind der Meinung, dass Icke von dem, was er erzählt, überzeugt ist, und dass diese Überzeugtheit an einer schizotypischen bis schizophrenen Erkrankung liegt. Seine Leidenschaft und seine Aufrichtigkeit machen ihn zu einem recht sympathischen Vertreter unter den führenden Verschwörungstheoretikern. Aber durch seine wirre Irrationalität wird er auch zu einem perfekten Spielball der Leute im Hintergrund. Er ist ein autorisierter Held, da man ihm erlaubt, seine geistige Verwirrtheit über diverse Medien, zum Beispiel im Fernsehen oder durch groß beworbene Bücher und Vortragsreisen, an eine millionenstarke Anhängerschaft weiterzureichen. Wir sehen ihn also als einen psychisch kranken, aber sehr eloquenten Vertreter der Gruppe dem gestattet wird, seine Spinnereien auf der Weltbühne auszuleben.
It's like a cosmic game. Expansion of consciousness, expansion of awareness, holographic manifestation. The information construct which has created that is no longer there. Higher levels of consciousness. We were all one consciousness, apparently three-dimensional. This distortion in the energetic information waveform foundation construct, because that harmony, that connection, some level of disembodied consciousness, not necessarily reptilian, but that there was a non-human element to this. When these entities are within that reality, they eat humans like we eat cattle and sheep and animals. You can access higher levels of consciousness, at least in the holographic illusory reality. Where do we live really? Within what we call time and space. It is an information construct. They've done it to keep us in the moon matrix frequency range. And a direct quote, they gave us their mind. The old epoch energy and the new epoch. I'm not even David Icke. I'm not David Icke. It's not my name. Immovable object, control system, thinks it is but isn't. And so the House of Cards must fall. Sorry chaps, just the way it is.